We are the Nerd Eternal Network.
Alright, everybody, welcome back. Everybody remembers what happened last time?
I don't, for once.
And you are the star people. Tyler, you
Hey,
remember
you
anything?
usually have notes over there.
What happened?
Tyler,
I'm
you
drawing a
remember
blank too, though.
Oh, we rescued Grim Noir's granddaughter. Or great
Oh,
granddaughter.
that's right. Mm-hmm.
Great granddaughter, yes. Yeah, there was a mock facility the next state over, because y'all pretty well decimated them in y'all's area. Because it turns out he's got some family that lives the next county over from the city. They had snatched the little girl. Figured out she was related to him. Had snatched the little girl. You tracked down to that facility and took it out. So you had about a week from there. Anything in particular your individual characters would be doing? Yeah, it's a quiet week. You may fight some street crime or kind of patrolling type stuff, but
Yeah, I'd say Recluse has probably just been patrolling and mixing it up with doing more caricature sketches in the park. That's about it.
Tyler, what has Unison been up to?
The standard work. Keeping in touch with home. Seeing how things are going.
Going to pep rallies?
I mean, yeah. If we are invited.
Birthday parties, bar mitzvahs. Does Unison hire itself out like party clowns?
I mean, not expressly like that. Usually it's for educational purposes.
No. Okay.
I mean, if like a new bank is opening and they want Unison there, yeah, Unison will be there. But it's not like Freddy's turning 15 this week and he wants to get punched in the face by Overshield. Will you do it? No. That's against the law. We're not doing that.
What if he wants to punch Overshield in the face?
Let us.
Sorry.
And what does Launch do?
Would she be able to kind of poke around in the spaceship?
Oh, absolutely.
That's probably what she would be doing. Going through the computer systems and seeing what kind of stuff she could find.
Piratey stuff. List of systems they've been to, manifests of what they've currently got in their cargo. Which, isn't a whole lot beyond their supply. They were going out
What kind of weapons do they have?
probably laser-based. Pistols and rifles. They've got some heavy weapons, but not a whole lot. They had a lot of those robotic trooper type, but y'all basically plowed through most of those.
Does Unison have that to look at?
Have what to look at?
What different types of weapons?
I mean, Unison does not specifically carry weaponry around very regularly other than their hand blasters.
I just thought y'all were big into research.
I mean, we'll look at it, sure, but I don't expect alien
I
technology
think
to be...
Unison would be who Launch would give whatever she finds to anyways, just because, she doesn't really interact a lot with other people.
I mean, yeah, Unison will write down everything, take notes, and keep it organized.
Y'all are already really good with a guy that owns a tech firm if y'all wanted to reverse engineer some of this stuff.
Yeah, I just don't get a good feeling about him for some reason. I don't know why. I think I'm just paranoid.
But he's been such a nice guy every time you've dealt with him.
And every time we've dealt with him, some shady shit's been going on with his people.
Usually close to him.
You could say that about a lot of people you've dealt with, though. Yeah. Well, we dealt with the prison warden right during a breakout. Well, you know. Every time you meet a cop, there's been a crime. I'm just saying. But alright, so you're not going to hand over alien tech to still applied technologies?
No.
Taylor.
Yes.
Average day. Your team's what do you call him? Legal representative?
The legal representative. Yes, union's legal representative.
Yes. You know, the guy that's got an office.
Yeah. Bahrain investigative.
Because for some reason a private investigator is acting as the agent for a bunch of superheroes.
Well, I mean, like, Mr. Bahrain has several legal duties that he can perform.
He does corporate investigations as well as other stuff, huh? So he
Yeah,
has
I mean,
the ins and outs of the laws and finances.
Like, he is legally allowed to be a lawyer. It's just that's less interesting to him than investigating crimes. But this was a fat paycheck, so he took it.
It's steady work for between cases.
And also it kind of combines and of like, hey, just found out a supervillain did this. I'm gonna go sick the superheroes I know on this and still get paid
You
because I
five, go beat
investigated
this guy.
properly. But anyway, yes, the office of Jordan Bahrain.
There's a light, almost timid knock on your door.
I'm gonna go ahead and have someone look at it in a form that is not physical.
Who? Who was in the office with him? Or,
Well, I always have Unit in the office with Jordan Bahrain
oh,
whenever Unit is not busy. Because Jordan Bahrain constantly complains that he doesn't have enough Mountain Mist soda around. Because Unit drinks it all.
Alright, so Unit walks out, sticks his head through the door. There's a young lady outside, 16-ish maybe, 17-ish. Looks kind of rough, like maybe she hasn't really had a roof over her head in a few days.
Okay. Yeah, Unit will open the door.
I assume he's in full costume.
Yes, Unit is always a costume.
She looks a little startled to see you in costume. She's like, but then she's like, oh, thank God. I need your help.
Please come inside. What's wrong, miss?
She walks in, sees, how do you say the guy's name again?
Jordan Bahrain.
Is B his middle initial?
No, it's just Jordan Bahrain.
Bahrain, okay. Bahrain, alright.
I'll give you a hint. It's like you're saying the word brain.
Yeah, but you put a kind of a burr or an into it.
Well, I think I spelled it with B-E.
Anyway,
Yeah.
she comes in. I need your help. They've got my family.
Jordan Bahrain behind the desk. Ma'am, I understand you're under some pressure. The use of pronouns right now is unimportant. Please explain who they are.
I'm not really sure. Some kind of doctors, researchers.
Are your family mutants?
And she looks over at the costumed unit.
Unit, go ahead. Don't worry, he understands You are perfectly safe here.
Yes, we've all got minor ability. I mean, we can't really do anything with what we can do. And as she
It's
says
like-
that, a wave of color kind of passes over her skin. She's like, I can control my pigmentation. My little brother can see in the dark. It's stuff like that.
And this is Jordan, and it's stuff like that an organization known as Mott hates. They're not exactly open-minded to any mutant whatsoever. Do you have any idea of the location?
Yes. You have a map.
Yes. Goes and pulls a map off his case, rolls it out. It's of the city. It's already got like some marks on it.
And she basically, starting at your office, traces back the route she's taken. It's one of the county roads that runs out into some hills outside of the town. And then she just kind of circles an area with her finger. The facility was somewhere in here.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and get a marker and circle it.
My parents
And
made it.
we'll go ahead and start contacting the members of the Unknowns.
My parents managed to cause a distraction, and I was able to slip out. I know the street name. I know the name of the road really was on out the back way through the woods until I hit the county road here.
You went super robot-y.
Yeah, it was hard to tell what you were saying, but I think I got what you were saying.
All right, I said she had slipped out the back way through some woods behind the facility until she reached the county road. So she doesn't know the name of the actual road the facility is on.
Alright. I'm gonna need you to do a reset on your camera and stuff. Because right now there's a desync between your audio and video.
All right, let me reconnect. Okay, can everybody hear me now? Can anybody hear me at all? Can you hear me now?
Yes, and now it matches up a lot better.
Okay.
For a while you were like, you'd finished your sentence, and then I kept hearing words, but your mouth wasn't moving anymore.
It was like bad dubbing on a Chinese Hong Kong flick, or a Kung Fu flick.
Yeah, kinda. But alright. So location, unit calls the Unknowns, explains the situation. Frankly explains it. No idea if this is... Assume this to be real. But with how desperate Mott is right now, I would not be surprised if this was a trap.
I mean, we do know that they've had at least a handful of mutants working with them, so like Quislings. So yeah, it could be
French.
What?
Quisling, it's a French word.
Ah,
Or comes from
Or
a
at least
French.
I think it was.
I think the word comes from a Frenchman's name.
yeah.
That was some kind of trader. I forget exactly how it worked out.
Blah blah blah. World War II.
Was it 2 or was it 1?
It was two.
It was probably 2.
Yeah. But you know what? Either way, I'm getting really, really sick of these mock guys.
So, you step back into you hang up the phone, you turn around, Unit and the little girl's over there, young lady, excuse me, is over there drinking one of your sodas.
That does not seem like the best decision for someone whose nerves is to take uppers, but oh
Yeah,
well.
she's thirsty.
Yeah. Let them do it, calms them down. Unit tells the girl that, they'll immediately begin making a plan and starting to move forward within the day. They'll try to as soon as possible, but we've got to gather the people because this is going to be a fight.
Yeah, she's just like, please hurry. I don't. I don't know what they're doing there. We've heard screaming before from other cells.
Alright, unit will go ahead and I'll drop 3 people into astral projection to go ahead and get there and examine as fast as possible.
Okay.
We'll keep a member of Unison at the office to stay with the girl.
Alright.
And then we'll start gathering together and getting prepped while I get the information from the other 3.
Alright. Launch, Recluse. You get a message from Unison. Probably Unit specifically. Does every member of Unison have one of the phones, or is it just Unit?
Just Unit right now.
Zach and Anna, can you hear me? I haven't heard anything from y'all in a minute.
Oh, I can hear you.
Oh,
Yeah, I can hear you.
It was just quiet, and I'm paranoid about
Sorry.
how.
Sorry.
I'm just paranoid about how the site works. All right. So anyway, you two both get calls from Unit describing what is going down. Unit, you get out there. How fast do your guys fly in astral form?
Alright, let me see here. Right now,
Was it fast helicopter? Was that whole fast helicopter discussion?
it was fast helicopter, but it's gone down 1 level.
So now it's just normal helicopter.
This looks familiar.
Yeah, I think it's something about helicopter speed still, though.
Okay. Able to cut cross country that way, you make pretty good time.
Yeah, traveling as the bird flies, even at car speeds, is still pretty easy to make
Alright.
distance.
So I have swapped y'all over to the research facility map.
Let me zoom out.
Yeah, it may
There
start
it
y'all
is.
off. I've got the picture on a big map and scooted over so it's more centered on my screen when I zoom out.
But alright.
So that's the facility you see. As you go in, they have a reception area here. It has an armed security guard. As you start passing around, there's a fair number of scientists and whatnot. Some of them are in meetings. Some of them are in the bathrooms. There are various members in some of the labs. There's a fair number of the labs on the first floor that are not currently occupied. As your 3 guys skim through the first floor, though, you're not seeing anything. Nothing that looks like prison cells. You're not seeing anybody that looks like prisoners. All the work done in the lab. They've got skin samples or blood samples. It's obviously that they're working on genetics type stuff.
Look
You
for
got at
any
least one computer lab.
Look for any upstairs or downstairs.
You do find some stairs over here, which takes you down to this basement area down here. In the basement area, you have 3 little work areas that are. They make you think of a coroner's office or the morgue, I should say. And in 2 of them, you have people doing autopsies. One of the individuals they're autopsying looks normal at a glance. The other one is an obvious mutant. Or I should say, is obviously different. Whether it's a mutation or something, experiment went wrong on him or whatever. But
Yeah. Alright, and continuing down the stairs again.
when you get down to here, you have an armed security person at a desk. The desk has... It has a lot of monitors. It has 2 or 3 monitors, all showing these individual cells that are ringing it. And there's individual controls that seem to be labeled for each cell. You're not entirely certain what they do, but there are switches he can throw for individual cells.
Alright. And for the record...
Or I should say there are multiple switches for each individual cell.
But that sub-basement right there is the only one holding people, correct?
Correct. Everything on top looks pretty legit if you just glance through it.
Yeah.
The autopsies are a little more worrying the next floor down. And then, yeah, you've actually got people being held.
Alright, well... Unit goes ahead and gives this information to the rest of the squad.
Okay.
Along with a plan.
Alright, tell them what the plan is if you got one.
There's currently no... Don't see a bunch of Mott, soldier, or Mott goons there, correct?
No, you have seen no one out there in a Mott uniform. You have seen no references to Mott.
Which means it may not be Mott. May just be some other crazy folk want to experiment on some mutants. So the best way we can do this is if we use our good friend, the Mighty Myrmidon.
You have not gotten a call back from him.
I was afraid of that. So, here's our other chance. Do we have the contact number? And I'm pretty sure I got it, of Grim Noir.
Oh, yeah. Y'all exchanged numbers with the MLF. Or, excuse me, Mutant Liberation, or Mutant Defense Militia. Confused with the X-Men villains. But anyway. Yeah, you exchanged numbers with the militia the first time you met them. Before you realized how far across the line they were willing to go. And then, yeah, after the last one, he gave you a personal contact number, so you can get in touch with him individually.
Here's the other plan. We see if we can use him, because they're only held in the bottom, the lowest basement of this place.
Mm-hmm.
We can literally pop in, knock out a guard, get these people out as fast as possible, and then that's it. That sub-basement floor is the only one we have to access. If we come in from the top floor, that's a lot of people we're going to have to get through. Grim Noir has a travel power that can literally get us to the bottom of that section in the blink of an eye and get people out.
Trick is that we'd have to probably knock out the power to the facility for him to have enough shadows to work with.
And I mean, at that point, couldn't Recluse do it? I mean, they might go insane when they get to the bug world, but you could tell them to close their eyes or something.
And I'd imagine it'd be a lot of effort for me to actually carry multiple people from one location to Bug World and then to another location.
Well, you need to step up your game.
And then back to Bug World and back to another location.
Yeah, because Unit will quickly address. Recluse, I did not know yours could involve travel. The only time I've seen Recluse's power, he went into a corner, then came out the same corner.
That's the trick, though. He would have to travel as far... Like, if he wanted to pop in, drag him into Bug World, and pop him out a mile from the facility, they're going to have to walk a mile in Bug World in the direction he wants to go.
Yeah, it's
it
not
doesn't
really
function as teleportation in the real world, exactly.
Yeah.
Launch makes some mental notes.
I don't like the way you said that.
Unit is also taking mental notes, with a member of Unison not in front of you taking physical notes.
Were you able to find any sort of like a generator room or anything like that on the first floor?
I mean, I've still got three members traveling the place. They're looking.
It is actually in the basement, in this room 4 down here. There is a backup generator.
Ah.
Now they're hooked up to they're hooked up to just a power grid usually, but there is a backup generator down there.
Also, like, this is a medical facility, right? Are there people being taken care of medically on the top floor?
No. It's
Okay,
all
it's just
labs
research.
using samples. It's obviously a bio. I won't say not biotech, but it's a biological lab,
Yeah.
genetics lab kind of thing. It's mostly scientists you got up here. You do have some security running around, and you even have a room over here that appears to be some kind of bunk room. With what you're guessing is kind of off-duty, but still on-site security.
Does this place have a name, like an official name? on
There's
the
a sign
ceiling?
outside that it's crap, I came up with that. I had the name just a few minutes ago. But it's something with the sun. What was it?
But looking up the place, does it have like?
It's like Sunset Laboratories or something like that. Something.
But it has like legitimate paperwork and it exists.
Well, that you don't know. You'd have to do some research.
Well, I mean, like, does it have like a website?
It does not have a website.
You know what? In this day and age, that's actually enough for me.
Not everywhere has real websites.
Hartselle Hospital has a website, and it's been gone for years.
Maybe they just had a leftover one.
That's what I'm saying, though, is a hospital from a decade ago made a website.
All right. You can find it suspicious if you want to.
I do find it suspicious.
We find
I
everything
Everything.
suspicious.
Darn it, you stole my joke.
But it proves they know your character now.
Yes, they know my character. They know how tired my character is. Unit, still going with using Grim Noir, if he's available, is our next best way of doing this the fastest way possible. Because the people in the cells don't seem to be hooked up to any kind of like wire systems or anything that would be, or shock collars or anything like that, right?
No. They're just imprisoned in the rooms. There's cameras in each of the rooms. There's actually a lot of security cameras around this place, period.
But the only place I've seen the camera showing footage is the security guard in room 30 of the sub-basement.
That is the only one that shows the footage from down here. Behind this reception area, there is a... Oh, there should really be a guard in there, too. But, in this room number 2 here is the security room where they're looking at the footage from the first floor and the outside.
But no one is directly looking at sub-basement footage.
No, only the guy that is in the sub-basement currently.
Which means all we'd have to do to make sure they don't have access to information on the sub-basement is pop in, knock that guy out, and then just start picking people out of the rooms.
Sounds like a good plan. Sounds like it would work.
I don't like the way you said that, Jason. But it does sound like one of our better options.
Good,
Sort of.
now I'm going to suggest the bad part of this plan.
Uh-oh.
We split the team. Because just in case they have some kind of emergency protocol, that somehow shuts down mutant powers of travel from working, we need a team on the top floor to break us out. Because if we get stuck in that sub-basement, there is only one way in, one way out.
Well, that and the top floor team could also work as a distraction.
Well, hopefully, we can knock that one guard out without making a ruckus. And the distraction won't be necessary because we'll be teleporting in from a dark corner of the room. I'm hoping to pull this off as a heist of about 3 minutes and we're done. I'm really hoping travel time is the worst issue we have.
Splitting the party, and I can't believe I'm saying this, is probably our best option here, like last time. Though we need to figure out who's going to be on the sub-basement team and who's going to be on the top floor.
Obviously, I would suggest Recluse and 2 members of Unison be in the sub-basement team. Because if we get trapped down there, 1, your webs can hold people back. 2, Unison can be teleported out. And 3, you can travel to Web World. There is no way an escape is impossible for those 3 members.
That'll
Because
work.
because your power does not require darkness, correct?
No, it has to be. I have to have at least a small dark corner to work with.
Would the darkness of 2 bodies forcing a dark corner to exist work?
Jason?
Let's see. Did we actually stat that up as a weakness on your power?
Yes. Let me pull up the sheet itself.
Yes.
Only in dark corners.
Okay.
And to be fair, we can just blast out the light.
Yeah. What happened, Angel?
What does the temporary mean?
It means I can't stay in Web World forever. I'm eventually just kicked out.
Okay. You could travel there and walk around a little while. But...
Yeah.
But probably long enough for you to travel 30 feet up and to the left.
Probably. I'll have some beetle people make a ladder we can climb up. They're very amicable.
Well, no. This would just be your escape.
Yeah.
Unison, the babysit system will probably still work. But
yeah, I would say 2 guys can make a shadowy enough corner for him to get out of. Because the ideal behind that wasn't so much that he needed real darkness as Recluse's light, dark corner. So that's just kind of how they crawl in. Just got to be a little shadowy though.
Yeah.
all right, so we are cool with contacting Grim Noir.
I'm down for it.
Cool. Let's call him and let's see how he's busier enough that he can't help us. We contact Grim Noir.
All right, roll me a d6.
How many? Just one?
Yeah. I roll a d6. You roll a d6. If I win, he can't make it.
Ah, you rolled a
can't
6.
make this.
You contact him. He is currently on the other side of the states.
All right.
He's on the opposite coast. He'd be more than happy to help you, but it'd take him a while to get back. Yeah. If you'll recall, just going a couple of states over, took y'all 30, 40, 50 minutes. Because he does not have, his teleportation isn't real long range.
Yeah.
And it was as short as it was because he had already pre-plotted his course. So he knew exactly which shadows to pop out of and which ones to, drag y'all through. But yeah, his team are already off on another mission, so if you could wait a week, he could be back without any trouble. But
This ain't really a wait-a-week mission, so
Yeah.
Plan C.
and he's upset about it because this sounds like the sort of thing he'd want to help you out with. But
All right, Plan C. I look at the elevator shaft. Is it basically an empty elevator shaft except one elevator for the 3 floors?
Yes.
I go through it and through the ceiling. Is the roof basically the normal ceiling?
Yeah. It's not super reinforced or anything. It's a good sturdy ceiling.
How many cameras are on the outside of the building?
Let's see. You've got 3 that cover the parking lot.
Okay.
And those are the only cameras. Well, let's see. You've got the cameras that cover the roof. You know, they basically look at any entrances that you've got up there. You don't have any cameras on the building along the back,
Okay.
but the facility is fenced off and there's cameras on the fence, both looking out into the woods and back towards the facility.
Is anyone watching those cameras? Is the main room showing footage from them?
Yeah, in room number 2 here, yes.
All right.
You know, it is a wall full of monitors. You quite literally have a monitor for every camera.
Yeah. All right.
On the outside. Now, on the inside, it's flipping back and forth.
Is there a way to plot a path for launch to jump and land on the roof without being seen?
More than most likely, yes.
Okay. Plan C. Launch. Carrying recluse jumps on the roof. We then cut out part of the roof using super strength, because y'all are super strong, for the elevator shaft specifically. We make sure no one's on the elevator. We drop on top, pop it open when it's on the sub-basement floor, and we're there, in the middle of the holding cells as fast as possible.
That sounds completely insane. Probably not gonna work. But we don't really have a lot of good options.
I'm
Yeah.
making every option that isn't we go through the front door and fight everyone in the building.
Yeah, no, we go through that front door. One of us is probably gonna die. Probably
Oh,
me.
Come on. It's mostly nerds on the first floor.
Nerds build laser guns.
But are they any good at shooting them?
I'm sure they have people on payroll that are.
So the most simple plan is break the elevator shaft, with the elevator being on the bottom floor. And we use that roof shaft to get people out. Launch then jumps them a distance away to a vehicle, hopefully a vehicle we have on hand.
Well, you have a space shuttle thing.
Yeah.
That's invisible.
If
Park that, put them...
that's the case, why can't we just kind of put that over the roof?
True.
Fine. I mean, it's the same thing as jumping as long as we don't get spotted, so yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be quicker, I
Yeah,
guess.
it would
It's
be quicker.
invisible. I didn't say it was silent.
No.
Are the
true.
cameras picking up noises?
People inside.
I mean,
might
I
be,
can
right?
jump pretty high.
Usually surveillance equipment for like...
Yeah, but people coming and going would hear like an airplane or a helicopter hovering over the building.
Oh,
Now, if
okay.
you put it way up, then yeah, it might not be an issue.
Well, I mean, we just park it a distance away, have launch do a jump, and then jump people back and forth. Because frankly, once we break through the ceiling and hit the sub-basement, we'd have to surprise the guard with webbing. Web him to a wall and get people out immediately. He'll probably trigger a button. He'll probably get one action out.
Yeah.
So then it will just be a game of speed, and we don't care if the camera... Well, it is up to all of you whether or not you care the camera see you or not doing this. Because this one is something we're doing where the media could spin it very negatively to us.
This is a real bitch of a situation. But
Well, and just all of our fastest options have been taken out. I'm trying to make this as sneaky as possible.
yeah. Honestly, yeah, I say we go ahead with it. If we get spotted, we get spotted, and we'll try and bullshit our way to the media later. I mean, I'm sure at least one of the captives they have down there would probably be willing to talk about the deeply unethical bullshit that's going on in here.
Yes. And once the alarms are triggered, I can just... Because you have all seen it before where Impulse was able to make himself visible, but not...
Tangible.
Yes. So we could technically simply put our hands in front of certain cameras, go tangible, get you past untangible.
Well, visible and then invisible.
Sorry, visible in front of the cameras, you run past, and then we move to another camera. So we can position ourselves if most of Unison is doing coverage for you not to be seen on camera.
This is the weirdest plan I've ever heard, but it works and it makes sense.
I'm just picturing the Unison members becoming visible with the cameras like embedded in their chest.
It just goes black. They don't see anything. So with
the
this
infrared,
plan,
so they see the infrared image of your heart's beating.
So with this plan, most of Unison will be on coverage, which means they will not even leave the ship. So maybe one member of Unison goes with you two, break through the elevator shaft, into the sub-basement. As soon as we pop out that door, you hit the guard that's there, web him to a wall, and then we start evacuating everyone that we can evacuate that wants to evacuate. I'm going to assume everyone wants to, but we can't really ask them right now.
Yeah. Alright, that works. I'm not sure if I really have a say in this, but I do recommend Impulse to accompany Launch and Recluse into the sub-basement, just because it seems like he's the real hard hitter of Unison.
Impulse does like to punch things, yes.
He's more aggressive.
Hence the name. But alright. And I and the rest of Unison will stay on board the ship, projecting and doing coverage as we can, and Impulse will go with you two. Is the plan solid?
It's the best we've got. I'll say that.
In the event of an emergency, the rest of the members of Unison will, immediately funnel in.
Alright.
Alright.
Let's do this.
Plan is as solid as we're gonna get it.
Alright. I'm going to start dropping Unison members on the map. I'm going to put them out here right in front of the front door.
Alright.
Just so they're easy for you to find.
So,
So I probably shouldn't drop that one because that's the one you can drop. Alright.
So,
Where are we dropping?
we'll be... We'll
I
get the
just want to
ship.
know where to put my icon.
Right now on top of the 22
Okay.
on any section.
Oh, excuse me.
Because we were more or less told we could get you guys on the roof without
yeah.
trouble.
Oh yeah, there's the key down there. I'm sorry.
So yeah, I'm gonna move the purple one off to the side because Overshield is currently staying with the little girl in the office. And can I get a description of the little girl's parents from her to see if they match someone in the cells?
Oh, absolutely. She describes to you what her mother looks like, what her father looks like, what her little brother looks like.
Do they appear to be in the cells?
Yes, they are in one of the larger cells because they're all grouped together.
Okay.
Alright, how many more of your guys do we need? I do not have night shift down, do I?
Alright, that's 6 members of Unison? Yeah. So I've got the purple one off to the side, but they're not actually there.
Yeah.
So Impulse will be with the elevator crew. And the rest are on camera coverage, getting ready for it as soon as we need to.
Okay.
No, one is in the main viewing room, and the other 3 will be following in the shafts as...
They'll
we
be
need
zipping
to
out
cover
ahead and
cameras.
covering cameras as needed, huh?
Yes. Since our flight is faster than running, we'll be able to match pace easily.
Hmm.
So we just better run this down operation style.
Alright. So you parked your ship off at a distance. And then launch jumps you all onto the roof. You know, landing in an area not covered by the cameras.
Then we have to check the how firm the roof is, if Recluse can break through it.
It's typical building materials. Like I said, it's not like super reinforced or anything.
So a guy that can pick up a car and throw it can get through.
You can't punch through,
Yeah.
yeah. You're going to be
Alright.
able to tear through it. Yeah, you know, take a couple of rounds. You're
Yeah.
not going to be able to do that quietly, however.
Well, give it a strength roll.
Alright, let me look at what the material strength is. Benchmarks. Okay.
And then as soon as we get through that, we will position ourselves for the elevator shaft. Impulse will look in, make sure it's empty. Then pop in, drop to the sub-basement.
Alright, that is a massive success. So yeah, y'all land. Recluse rears back and just drives his hand through the roof. With your hand, you know, buried in the roof, you feel what you think is some kind of metal support, and when you grab that and pull up, yeah, you tear a huge hole in it all in one go.
But luckily, elevator shafts are not legally allowed to be the supporting pillars of a building. So no matter how bad we tear this up, the building's not gonna fall.
Woohoo!
I was unaware of that. But no, the support, it was a support that runs across the roof, you know, just hold the roof
Yeah.
up. So. But that allows them to fill up a big section of the roof all at once.
And we just keep going through till we hit the elevator shaft and can see the elevator.
It's not a problem. So, you know, the facility's a one-story building.
Yeah,
But,
with 3 basements.
yeah,
Which
now,
is
you know.
clearly gonna be evil.
So yeah, you tear that open. You know, there's a drop down. You know, onto this kind of support beam that has got the motor that actually pulls the elevator up and down.
Yep.
Y'all can drop onto that, and then from there drop down onto the roof of the elevator.
Alright, Impulse will go ahead and project in, see if anyone's inside the elevator right now.
There's no one in the elevator. There is no camera in the elevator.
Alright, I lower everyone down on a web line. Just try and make this slightly quieter than our ripping
Is there
through the roof.
one of those emergency ceiling hatches on the elevator?
Yes, there is a roof hatch on the elevator.
Pop it open, hit the sub-basement button, and, because I've studied firefighting, we hold the button for the sub-basement, because that makes the elevator ignore all other calls to open.
That's fascinating.
I didn't know that.
You know, on older ones, I think they've removed it now because general knowledge has found out that you can do that.
And people were abusing it.
And people
Yeah.
ruined it.
Oh, I
People
still do it
ruined
at hotels all the time. It works, so I do it.
Everybody ruined it by abusing it like I abuse it.
Oh, I'm not gonna I mean, like, if there's a fire, I'm not gonna abuse it, but because I'm gonna use the stairs, like,
Smart
No.
person.
yeah.
But anyway, so you drop down to the elevator. You go to hit the button. It doesn't seem to be doing anything. And you notice there's a card swipe next to it.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Time for plan double C.
What is double C?
C.1.
So, plan double C is, I don't care about this building, how about you?
Well, it didn't take long to get there.
Recluse can juggle cars. Break the support line and lower the elevator physically.
That sounds kind of tricky, but I mean, I can do it.
I mean, not really. Just tie it to your webbing and drop it slowly.
Yeah, just apply a web, or just take the chain and remove it from the gear that moves it, and just move your arms in a fashion that lowers it.
Just couldn't possibly.
I don't know
be
why
bad.
I said it like that.
So the real question, are the other two of you going to stand in the elevator while he does this?
Oh, Impulse don't care.
Like, I can stick to walls. You
Like,
two...
if Impulse needs to get out so that Recluse can do it, Impulse will get out.
Yeah, same.
If
Nah.
Impulse is negligible weight, Impulse is negligible weight.
The weight is not an
You know,
issue.
I don't know how much launch weighs.
Like, the weight isn't the big deal, I don't think. It's just, I'm scared, okay, what if I mess this up and drop it, and you two go screaming down to the sub-basement?
It's just
Launch
a
has
2-story
dropped.
drop. They'll be
Yeah,
fine.
launch has dropped further than 2 stories before.
Yeah. I mean, I jump.
Yeah.
No power. I'll jump before I hit the bottom.
Ah! Okay, we'll do it this way. If need be, Launch can grab Impulse and leap out of the elevator before it hits the ground. If I drop it.
Sure, that's how physics works.
Actually, with her powers the way they are, it might work for her.
Yeah.
Because she could generate enough force to counteract the force of the falling.
Maybe. That also is based on the weight of the objects and other things.
Well, the elevator weighs a lot more than she does.
Yeah. As long as her mass is not greater than that of the elevator.
And when you apply comic book physics, it'll work fine.
Yeah.
She's a space robot from space. That's all you need to know.
But this is the bit of science that's giving us trouble. Sure.
All right. Anyway, let's. Good with plan. Good with plan. Let's do plan.
Okay, so what do I need to roll? Alright. I figure I need to web this thing before I break the support cables.
Probably, Zach.
If you want to, but however.
I mean, we could play this kind of fast and loose, see how fast I am, really. Alright, yeah, alright.
Look, Impulse just looked at. I got the babysit system. I ain't worried about dying. And I don't think there's no one else in a random elevator shaft. If it falls, it falls. We just keep
It'll
going
make a
with the
lot of
plan.
noise, though.
Yeah.
Even more noise on top of the noise you've already made.
Yeah, you have made noise on the roof, so there's probably people hitting the roof already just to see what the crap that was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so what do you want me to roll for this?
Alright. It is strength to... Well, let's see. You're basically just unhooking the cable from the roller system its own, right?
Mm-hmm.
And lowering it himself.
Strength or...
And since he is an adhesive, I don't think they would slip from his hands since he can cling to walls.
Yeah, you got a fair point that would probably help.
I'm gaming the system, guys. It's working.
Yay!
Give me a coordination roll.
Oh no! Oh yeah!
The Kool-Aid Man.
Okay. It's a little bit of a jarring ride down, but he gets you down no problem. doesn't drop it, so it's not making a whole lot of noise or anything. You have not heard any alarms go off. So, you lower them to 30 feet or so. Down until it, basically until you're letting loose cord and the elevator stops, so you assume it's gotten to the bottom.
Alright. And then I just sort of walk on down, or crawl. However you want to describe it.
Skitter. You skitter.
Alright, so we're at the sub-basement.
Correct.
Alright. Me and Launch will pop the doors open if physically possible, and Recluse will just pop out, web the dude to the wall. That's the plan, correct?
Yep.
Alright. If you look closely at this map, sub-basement's the circular area you're in.
Yes.
You're, of course, in 22 here.
Yes.
The elevator has doors on either side.
Yes.
The security guy that you are that you're going after is here in this
Room.
Little office. It has a pretty sturdy door on it. It has a door on it about like the prison door, or the cell doors. There is a camera here.
Alright.
And then there's a camera watching the stairs. And of course, each individual cell has got, cameras in it watching just the cell.
But they're not looking out, they're looking in.
Yes, that's right.
Alright. So I've got 2 members prepped to cover cameras on my mark.
Alright, so y'all work the doors open?
So, can he see through the office door?
He cannot. He relies on the cameras.
Alright, that means the moment we cover cameras and you pop out, he will probably trigger an alarm of some sort.
So then we have to get through that door, take care of him, and then
Yeah.
bounce
Pop door.
everyone out of here.
Yeah, pop door, pop him, and we start evacuating immediately. Because these people do not look like they have any kind of collars on, or any kind of super duper restraints on either.
Alright, I've moved you 3 guys down there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Alright,
So plan's all coming together so far, so
I mean,
we're ready to keep going.
yeah, alright.
Alright. Busto on mark. 3, 2, 1, mark. We'll go ahead and pop the doors.
Woo! And let Jason
Alright.
get all set up here.
Everybody give me an initiative roll. Which is your coordination, of course.
My screen's too big.
Let's see.
Hey, I got a decent one this time.
Damn!
What I roll, I can't see it.
13.
The best. You rolled the best.
Yay!
Alright, we will use police officer stats for the security guys. So they've got coordinations of 3. Wow.
What's up?
Oh, I was looking at Anna's initiative there.
Yeah, it's the best.
It's literally the best you could have possibly rolled.
Alright, so Recluse has got a 9.
Oh my god, you finally got a good roll.
And
I always get a good roll on initiative. It's everything else that sucks.
Poor baby.
Actually, last session went really well for me.
Mhm.
I rolled pretty high. I think I passed my curse on Jason.
Yeah, I think I was rolling most of your ones
The
last
best
time.
place for it.
Poor Jason. told us to go fuck ourselves.
I believe I said no such thing. I may have been thinking it loudly, but I don't think I said it. Alright, so top of the order is Anna.
Okay, Launch is gonna bust out the door and the elevator door and launch herself to the office door and hopefully into the police officer.
Alright.
An immediate change from the plan. Okay.
Wait, what?
Go you.
Hold on.
Like, I was gonna be the one that webs up the thing, but actually probably best if you tear through that door first.
Well, I just figured since I was first, it wouldn't make sense to wait on Recluse.
Hey, go ahead. You do what your character would do.
I mean, she would have listened to the plan, though, too.
I was just going by turn order. Or, take out the cop and then bust his people out. I mean, should I give my turn to Recluse?
It doesn't really matter either way to me.
Yeah. Which, if you think, if you want to do that, you do it. You're playing your character. Don't worry.
My character would follow the plan, but I can't follow the plan if I'm first to go.
Well, we're popping the doors. The elevator door is open. Then Recluse is busting out.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I'm popping the elevator door open then.
All right, we'll pop the elevator doors open.
I'm
And on
sorry.
the same mark as the elevator doors, cameras are getting covered.
Okie dokie. I'm sorry about that, guys.
You're fine, dear.
By all means. Like, I've kind of run roughshod over this whole operation right now. If someone else wanted to take initiative, I would not. I'm not gonna be
Well, no,
hateful
this is
towards
a
you.
very needs to be down to a T thing. It's not something you just need to go in and sling, and I was just going by turn order. And it seems like I always try to pass my turn off.
Now, if y'all wanted to start this by basically Taylor's characters, block the camera, and then we go into turn order if y'all want to do it like that. If blocking the cameras is kind of the mark to start.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
Honestly.
The starting mark was between Impulse, Launch, opening doors, and the other two covering the cameras.
So let's just say, y'all got ready on my mark, and then it hits, cameras are covered, and then we hit the initiative orders,
Yep.
Okay.
In which case, the next step of the operation is start opening cell doors. But we're not quite there yet because the dude's not pinned to the wall.
Alright. So elevator doors are open, cameras are covered, and I go.
Okay.
You guys not pinned to the wall.
Like,
Wait, gotta get that door open for Recluse
Yeah.
King.
I thought.
yeah, just get the elevator door.
I thought the elevator doors were already open.
They're not open!
Whoa. Elevator doors y'all can open with no problem. That's
Yeah.
pretty much regular people can force elevator doors open. I was talking about the security door over here.
Yeah, the security office door.
Where she was initially saying she was going to launch herself at that door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, then that's what I'm going to do.
All right.
Yeah, Launch can set up to bust it open, and then set for Recluse to go in immediately after the door gets busted open by her.
Because luckily the security guard goes last in the order.
So, Prowess, right?
And I assure you,
Strength.
this security guard is not holding an action to press the emergency button under the table.
Can you be assured of that? Can you?
Yes, because I have
mean-
ghosts.
Yeah, your ghost is busy right now.
Only 2 of the 3.
Oh, you're right. You do have another guy, don't you?
Yep. And basically the other one's watching the stairs, so I might as well have one in that office watching him.
Okay. As soon as the cameras are covered, he kind of sits up. He's taking just a second to try to figure out,
Confusion. That makes sense. Alright, so Anna's gonna kick that door open, Recluse is gonna pop webs.
Right. Prowess or... Well, let's see. Hitting the door won't be a problem. Yeah, just give me a strength roll for it then. Since it's a stationary target.
Nice.
Pretty high, pretty high.
Alright, that is a major success. So yeah, you launch at the door. You know, you kick it right back, right close to the lock. You know, the door itself doesn't break, but you manage to break the kind of the lock of that little bit of the door frame, and it goes flying open. And you see a very surprised security guard inside. You know, look up from his monitors.
Yeah.
Tarky.
Impulse will walk out the other doors, looking at the people in the cages.
Well, they're not
If you are being
cages.
held-
They're like cell doors.
Well, themselves. If you are being held hostage, raise your hands.
You see everybody's hands go up.
Cool, we're freeing you.
Everybody gets up and starts shuffling towards the doors. Several of them look like they've got injuries.
Alright, and now it's Recluse.
I pop out of the elevator shaft, leap over launch. Oh god, not on top of her.
What do
And
you do in your free time? What happens between robot aliens and insect men? It's up to y'all.
it's going a place I'm not comfortable with. I'm gonna burn a determination point, tapping justice for the forgotten. To give myself a +2 and 11.
Alright, you trying to whip it? Yes. Alright, I see.
Yeah.
I see you are indeed using the whipping. And this would be something he would avoid with his average coordination. That's a major success. Which, let's see. I always forget this. Whether it's the major that gives you the full. I think any success gives you a, let's see, marginal, a partial hold. Listen, he got a 7. So you beat him by 4. Let's beat him by 2. So that's a major, yeah. Alright, yeah, you got a complete hold on him. So yeah. Your webbing hits him, his chair rolls back, he is webbed to his chair and to the wall. And he's just sitting there. He can take no actions other than trying to escape.
Awesome.
Now that was one attack. Are you going to do anything with your second attack?
Actually, can I just rifle through his desk real quick, trying to find something if there's like any security buttons I could like deactivate, like pull a plug or rip out some wires, anything like that?
I see what he's doing and tell him to back the fuck up. He doesn't know what he's doing.
That's a fair point.
Just look for a cell release button. Please
Yes.
do not make this harder on us.
Yes, I try to find something that says cell release.
Each cell has got 3 switches, none of which are labeled.
I don't like that.
The only labeling you got is, you know, a cell number above each one.
Okay, so these could either open the door, close the door, or do something horrible to whoever's inside.
And we're
Correct.
probably about to trigger an alarm anyway. I will touch each cell to make sure it's not electrified. You rip it off the wall.
Yeah, that'll work. Screw it.
Impulse begins checking the cell doors to make sure they're not electrified.
Nothing
I'm
shocks
strong
you.
enough to rip cell doors off, right?
Beg your pardon?
I'm strong enough to help with the ripping of the cell doors.
I mean, you can lift
I'm
a
a
car.
6. Yeah.
Yeah. You should be able to.
Okay, awesome sauce. Go a little faster.
Alright, now, Taylor, where are the rest of your guys at? You said you had one watching this guy.
Alright, now that the cameras no longer need coverage, because that's the only room that watches them, they're examining... one will pop to the roof to see what's going on there, and one is going to go upstairs to examine if there's people coming down to the sub-basement yet.
Alright, when you go to the roof... Alright, you see where I'm pinging?
Oh, one moment. Yes.
These 4 individuals are now on the roof. They don't look like the typical security. They're in essentially all black outfits, kind of bodysuitish. You know, some padding, they may be lightly armored. The 2 women are wearing masks. One of the guys is wearing goggles. The other guy's got this visor set up with... They are standing over the hole looking down. The blonde fellow in the visor is basically going, somebody's penetrated all the way down to the sub-basement. We gotta get down there. And they turn and start running for the roof entrance that they came out, that they come out of.
Alright, to go in for the roof entrance to the stairs. We've probably got about 3 minutes. Recluse, web the stairwell.
On it.
Can I do something to collapse the stairs?
Yes, but going down them is going to be physically possible by any human.
Yeah. Unless you want to try and like block them, but
You
that's
mean collapse part of the wall onto the
Oh, yeah.
their way? Then yeah.
I mean, that's kind of what I was...
Oh, my bad then.
Well, I mean, I did say collapse the stairs, but you... Yeah.
So basically,
But
this
I
little
forgot
side
that
wall
his
right
legs,
here,
like,
you want to
super
push over.
freaking strong, so... I mean, isn't it like steel cable, basically?
close to it, I think.
Yeah, let's just let him web it.
Okay.
Good. So launch Rip's cages to where Rip's cell doors for everyone that is saying they're being held hostage. Recluse is webbing. I'm gathering information and getting the car started. And by car, I mean spaceship.
I gather that's what you mean.
And everyone that we're freeing can get through the elevator shaft, correct?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, like, no one is such a size that they cannot fit through the
No,
elevator
no.
shaft.
One of the guys is kind of big, but,
We're not
within the
dealing with
realm
blob.
of normal humans.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with mutations, you could get someone who is
Yeah,
very
I get what you're
sized.
saying. And no, there's nobody like that. Alright, so... Everybody's going to be tearing doors off. Give me a strength roll.
I think it's just launch right now.
Well, for the first round, but just...
Yeah.
If Recluse is going to help after that, go ahead and give me a roll. Alright, I'm just going to do one roll for each of the doors. One roll, that's going to cover all the doors, so... it takes you time to walk around, but... Realizing where their weak point is and where you kick that other door, yeah, the two of you can walk around and snap the doors open pretty easy. Not so much tearing the entire thing off, it's just kind of breaking the lock area.
Alright, so we get people in the elevator, get Recluse to lift it if possible.
Alright, it is a good sized elevator, but there is like, let's see, there's like 20 something people. You ain't gonna be able to do this in one trip.
Yeah.
Okay.
I say we have launch grab a couple of these smaller people, leap up to the roof.
Yeah, we're gonna have launch probably carry one or two at a time, jump the elevator shaft.
Yeah. I could probably do like two, one on each arm.
Yeah,
If I make like sort of a a web sling around you. Do you think you could carry even more than that?
I mean, I don't know. I imagine that's a Jason question, though.
Yeah.
You could manage. Holding on to two and somebody clinging to her back is about the most you can get through that shaft. But she's also got to be concerned about
Hurting them as she jumps or hitting one of the walls.
making sure she doesn't brush the walls and that sort of thing. You know, you've still got the support with the motor directly above you, so you can't just leap straight out of the building. You'd have to leap up there and grab that, get on top of that, and then leap the rest of the way out.
Yeah.
You know, she can do it fairly quickly. It's going to be a process that takes some time.
Yeah.
You know, hauling the elevator up might be faster, but you just have to do it a couple of times to get everybody.
So launch will start on that. Recluse will.
I mean, do I need to roll for anything, or?
Give me a coordination roll to make sure you don't,
Ooh.
Oh no.
Oh God, the small child that's right in your arms.
But guess what? You have a life support system that affects people you touch.
I do.
That just means they can breathe.
Yeah.
It's not healing.
Oh, well, never mind then.
I'd say burn a determination. Oh wait, no, that doesn't have recalls to the system.
Oof. Oof.
I mean, would float like a butterfly, sting like a bee fit this situation?
It's even a +2 wouldn't. It'd still be a failure.
So you got a guy. You got
Here, we rolled a
got him
10.
in each hand. You got a guy clinging to your back. And as you go to leap out of the elevator, through the hatch, yeah, you're just a little too far back, and that guy hits the ceiling and drops off of you. He hits
God, I'm sorry.
Oh my God, that's a lot. I mean, you're fine, dude. You're fine.
Response.
Oh.
Impulse steps in and does healing, because I just got that ability last.
Oh, my back. Oh, my back. Oh, my neck.
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
Oh, my neck and my back.
Ross is just freaking out on top of the thing, looking down. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry.
The rest of the people look horrified. Can we just take the elevator up?
All right.
I'm gonna get him up to the
Plan.
ship.
Recluse, you do the carrying now since you can walk on walls. That should have been what we did the first time. I let myself get too worried about the people coming to get us. That's my bad.
Okay.
But
so now
you'll
we
go
just
ahead
carry
and touch
them to
the
the
guy
ship.
that no.
All right.
Yeah, that'll work. That'll work.
All right. So you touch him, he heals. Oh. Let's not do that
was
again.
that was due to my poor planning. I apologize, sir.
He's like, if you get me out of here, we'll call it even.
And we begin getting them out of here.
During
How many
this
rounds
mission,
do we have before the death squad steps in?
well, I was just about to bring that up. As you're having this little
Debacle.
episode, have you still got night shift here watching the stairwell?
Oh, yeah. They begin tearing through it.
Yeah, they kind of come up to it. What the crap? And then, yeah, the blonde guy, the one that's in the big visor.
Yeah.
He pulls out a pistol, makes an adjustment, and he starts burning through the webbing. Looks like some kind of weapon, well, laser-based weapon. And he's got on kind of a wide beam. So, it's scorching the paint on the side a little bit, but it's burning through the webs fairly quickly.
All right.
You figure you got, 2 rounds or so where they're down there.
Okay.
Is night shift visible or invisible at the moment?
Invisible.
Okay.
Launch. Kick
Mhm.
the cell doors in the way.
I kick the cell doors in the way.
All the cell doors are on the floor. If we can just kick them into the wall.
They were breaking the lock so they would open.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Wait, how did they get past his web?
They're burning through it with the
They're
lead.
currently burning through it.
Yeah, it's gonna take a couple of rounds.
Okay, so is it too late to collapse the wall?
Do you have legs?
Yes.
I hope it's not too late then.
No, you probably collapsed that.
We're collapsing the wall then. What do I need to roll?
That would be a strength check. Or a strength roll versus... What is the strength of concrete?
Good. Pretty solid.
Stronger than sand.
Alright, so it comes out even. You leap up, you kick into the wall, it shudders, cracks appear in the cement, but nothing actually falls yet. That's one round.
Curses.
So they burn through about half the webbing now.
Alright, Astral projected unit will get behind them. And go and say, but not be visible, well, you guys seem about as smart as a pile of bricks, as a distraction.
The guy burning through the web turns around to look behind him. The other three all spin around. The guy in the smaller goggles, his hands light up with energy when he turns around. There's a crackling. The two women are looking around, and the one with blue hair, she stops for a second, and then just kind of squeezes her eyes like she's concentrating. She's like, there's some kind of mentalist here. There's somebody's astral projecting. They're not physically here. They're just trying to distract us.
You're good. I like you. Despite the fact you're the whole evil racist thing.
When you say racist, she looks mildly offended. What?
While they're doing this, can I try to break the wall again?
Yes.
But she looks mildly. Oh. All the people down there in those cells are saying they're being held against their will.
It's for science.
It is illegal to hold people against their will, unless just in general. You're not even police. You're not legally allowed to do that. Like, you could have even lied and said they were volunteers, but you just didn't.
She's like, hey, I'm just security.
Said you're doing evil.
She's like, I'm just security.
For evil. That means you're evil.
There we go. Alright, so your match rolls again. Once again, bits of concrete flake off, there's more cracks, but the wall holds.
How many people has Recluse gotten out so far?
Oh, he's got about 6 on the roof.
And he said there was 20 in here?
Yep.
Oh, God.
How many
Move
can fit?
faster!
How many
Well,
can fit in the
hold
elevator at once?
Hold on. You're carrying them out. Are you literally carrying people like 3 at a time out, or are you pulling up an elevator's load at a time?
I was carrying them out 3 at a time, just climbing up the wall.
Yes, you got about 6 of them out then.
God damn it, Zach.
Let's start carrying them elevator fulls at a time since you're the only one doing it.
Yeah. We don't got time for this shit anymore.
Because physical distractions, not working out, and discussion, not working out. We're about to get to the punching section.
Alright, so let's see. Launch will be over here by the wall that she's kicking. Where is Impulse during all this?
I will go ahead and put him at the entrance just so that as soon as they step down, they see him.
So I'm over here.
That's how Impulse rolls.
Yeah, right over here.
Mm-hmm.
He's fully covered. Alright, let me give them all initiatives. Fours. And a 5. Alright. Descending. Alright. So this guy's about halfway down the stairwell. Where he was burning stuff away. Just getting them in a marching order. Alright. So top of the turn order, Anna's still on top. None of them rolled better than her. So what is Launch doing now?
So they're coming down the stairs.
Right.
Okay.
I'm going to launch myself at this guy right here.
Okay.
Just like all out. I don't care if he goes through the freaking wall.
Okay.
That strength and coordination. Prowess.
You're leaping at him, but it's a close combat attack, so that would be prowess. This is his blonde dude. Alright, so 10. You beat him by 2, that's a solid lick. How much damage do you do? 6, right? Strength of 6.
6, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
This blonde dude, strength of 6. Alright, so it's 5 minus his armor. Okay. You knock him, you jump up and kick him. Both of you kind of, he slams back against the wall. You are standing there in front of him. Oh wait, that was 6. I wrote down 5 instead of 6. Hang on. You got a good lick on him. You clearly hurt him. You know, his little padded bodysuit gives him some protection, but it's not like, you know, heavy armor or anything. Let's see, the blonde chick. Or blonde chick, I say, blue haired chick, let me look so I can remember what she actually has to roll for this. Alright. Launch, you see the blue haired chick kind of hold her hands out towards you. And you feel kind of pressure build up on your sides. So give me a prowess roll. Okay, beat you by 1. Basically, she picks you up into the air and kind of shoves you back into this wall over here by the camera. Actually, you probably slam into the camera. So that's, let's see, 5 points of damage. Next up is Impulse. And any of the rest of Unison that has got something they're going to do.
Yeah, Impulse will walk up to the stairway. Well.
Oh, and you can hear alarms going off now, but
Oh, yeah.
that would have probably started back when they realized the roof had ripped open. But alright, so you're looking up the stairway.
Wait, what?
I said, so you're looking up the stairway?
Yeah, at them.
Right.
I'm showing. So
you can
just
see
for
the
the
blonde
record,
guy, the blonde chick, and the blue-haired chick. This last guy that's at the back of the line, you know, he's up the stairs and far enough back that you can't really see him where you're standing.
You know who?
I mean,
Step and say, you guys, before this starts any further than it already has, sorry, launch. You do realize you're attacking people for breaking imprisoned people out of cages.
are you going to stand there and wait for their response?
I mean, if one raises a gun, I'm taking a shot.
Okay, he's raising a gun.
Alright, I'm taking a shot. That fire gun man that's in the front.
Okay.
Now prepare to be woefully disappointed at the fact that I am literally just 1 in this fight instead of 8 shots.
Alright, let's see. Blonde dude. He moves quick. He almost gets out of the way of it, but you manage to tag him in the shoulder.
Alright, so it's a hit for 5.
Alright, 5 minus his armor class, or his armor. He was trying to kind of crouch under where you're blasting. You catch him in the shoulder, which kind of rolls him onto his back, and he slides back a little bit. Let's see. He shouts at the woman behind him, "Take point!" While he's saying that, he does kind of sit up and take a shot at you.
That's fair. Can I tap into the fact he's literally laying down on stairs to help my escape? Or is it kind of, he's taking a shot, it doesn't really affect his stability?
I'll let you tap that he's woozy given the amount of damage he's taking all of this round. And that he is at an awkward angle, just kind of sitting up.
Alright, so that'll be a +2 to my roll.
Right. And, burn a...
Oh, I don't have a determination point to burn, I just realized. Never mind.
Oh, you don't start with any?
No, I dropped one to do something.
Oh, that's right.
So, you'll just have to take my 11 at face value.
Alright, well, he had an 8 on his roll, so... You manage to step out of the way, his blast hits the wall. Recluse, what are you doing?
I'm still hauling people up, this time by the elevator fall.
Alright. So
And
you managed to get about 10 on the elevator. Give me...
Wait, so how many is left down here? Because I took up 2, and he had 6.
Currently, there's 4.
I mean, there should only be 2 left because there's 20, right?
No, I think I said 20 something, but yeah. Let's see, so 20. Yeah, because he got 6, you got 2, so that's 8.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot you were 2.
Can I grab the last 2 and jump up the elevator?
On your next turn.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Because we're really not here to fight. We're here to get people out and then leave.
Yep.
So anyway, Recluse, give me a coordination check.
Alright, I'm gonna burn another determination point, tapping Justice for the Forgotten again.
Okay.
And that'll be a 13 with that +2.
And I rolled a 1, of course.
We're gonna make it out.
So that's a massive success. So yeah, you get them crowded in there. And yeah, I mean you're just hand over hand on the webs. You manage to get them up. You manage to get them to the ground floor level in just this one round.
Woo!
Now getting them to climb onto the roof.
That's gonna be a bit trickier.
Yeah, that's going to take some time. And during that time, the shaft is of course blocked. Now, if you just wanted them to open the door and pile out into the ground floor, they could do that.
That seems like a bad idea.
Oh, the super kill squad's down here. What could possibly go wrong?
I mean, I count at least 2 people that probably have a gun. So... Alright. Yeah, that's my turn.
Oh yeah, that was your turn. Next guy up. Alright, the guy at the back of the line. Shoulders past the blue-haired chick. And then the 2 that are actually sitting on the stairs, he literally leaps over them. Grab the right mini. There we go. Where Launch has hit that wall and kind of slumped down to the ground, he lands in front of her and then just kind of punches down at her.
No.
Let's see, 4. So give me a prowess roll.
I'm going to use a determination point and float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
All right.
So that'll be a 12.
All right. All right. With a 12, you beat him handily. As the fist rockets down, you kind of push off with your legs and manage to kind of spring up over his punch. You know, landing next to him. The wall that he winds up hitting, you know, cracks splinter out from where he struck. You know, nothing where the wall's going to fall, but he damaged it about like your kicks damaged the wall.
Mm.
You know, it's noticeably marred. Nothing collapsed or fell in on itself. Alright, the blue-haired chick, I'm going to swap her and the blonde guy. His position hasn't actually moved, but she steps past him in kind of a defensive, you know, like she's in a kind of a defensive position. And visibly, that's all she does. You don't see her do anything else. Then it's the security guy's job. It's the security guy's turn. And what is the rank on your webbing?
It is, I think, yeah, it's 6.
Alright, so give me a d6 roll while he's trying to, or plus, a d6 plus 6 versus his strength he's trying to escape from it.
$10.
Okay. He's not making any headway. And then launch. It's your go again.
So is it possible to get away from these guys to go get the last couple people up out of the building?
Well, I mean, the elevator shaft is blocked right now.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, he has pulled, Recluse has pulled the elevator up, so you'd be leaping up into the bottom of the elevator.
Is the elevator empty?
No.
No, I'm still getting people out of the elevator.
He's pulled them to the top, to the ground
get
floor,
them to, you know...
but they gotta climb up through the roof now.
You need to step up your game. Okay, so, I'm going to, I guess, swing at, baseball cap there, the haymaker.
Baseball cap?
It looks like a baseball cap, little black cat looking thing. That's right in front of me, the one that hit the wall.
Oh, okay,
and I dodged.
that's just his hair, but okay.
Oh, it is just his hair.
It is.
Yeah,
You're zoomed in real close. Okay.
Yeah.
Just the way shadows are playing on it.
Yeah, and when you got it shrunk down small, it's hard to tell.
It's a hat. But then it's not. Okay, anyways, hitting that guy.
Alright, take a swing. Where is he at?
Prowess? Strength.
I think her
I'm sorry,
icon
I
is
can't
currently on
remember.
top of his icon.
Prowess or strength?
Prowess.
Mhm.
Alright, you land a blow on him. Let's see, how much health does he have? Oh, he's a little on the sturdy side. Alright, so you're doing 6 damage. He's got the same padded armor everybody else has got. So your lick has some decent effect. You can tell he's sturdier than average. But you know, probably roughly as strong as you. Let me see, how well do you take damage? Oh yeah. You and him are a pretty good match. So he grunts and steps back. Comes up in kind of a classic boxer pose. He ain't doing no fancy kung fu type stuff, but he's clearly been trained on how to fight. Let's see, what is Blue Hair going to do now? She steps down next to the blonde woman, looks at Launch, and again she kind of holds her hands out. So give me... Did I have you roll prowess last time?
I don't remember.
I thought it was coordination.
You're right. It was coordination last time. So give me a coordination roll.
Oh, come on.
Let's see. This is the blue-haired. You feel her trying to get a grip on you again, but you manage to kind of slip out of her way. She shouts at the guy you're fighting. Number 4, I'm going to try to hold her. If I get her held, mollywop her.
Nothing says evil organization by
Calling your people by numbers.
And impulse.
Ooh. Alright, so I will go ahead and do the least impulsive thing possible.
Run away.
Oh. I'm going to step up to Launch and heal her.
Alright, what's your rank of healing?
6.
And how much does that heal?
6.
Somehow I suspected that, but I wanted to check.
I can only do it to you twice, though, and you cannot heal past your max health.
Okay, I'll try not to get well.
Oh, sorry. I can only heal the amount of double my level. So I could heal you multiple times up to 12 points, and then I'd start having to make determination rolls for it. But the first one's free.
Yay!
And I look at them. Yeah, I have a healing power, because I'm a hero.
The blue-haired chick kind of scowls at you. The blonde guy and the blonde woman are, for lack of a better term, stoic. They've got a very professional... They look like professional mercenary. They've got kind of a professional air about them. Where the blue-haired chick seems a little more... more of a normal emotional range.
Yeah.
And the dude out front fighting Launch is clearly enjoying himself.
Which is cool. I enjoy a fight.
Mm.
Alright, the blonde guy stands back up. I hate to pick on Anna. But that's really who
she's
he can
right
see
there.
the best where he's standing. And for whatever reason, he doesn't seem to want to walk past the blonde lady. So, he fiddles with the settings on his gun, takes a shot at you. So that'll be coordination to dodge. Five. Okay. Yeah, you manage to sidestep and turn. He just scorches the wall behind you.
God, I hope you're not getting paid a lot for this.
He didn't make any response to you. There is no visible changes in motion. He just starts to line up another shot. Alright. Recluse, you're up.
Alright, have I been able to get everyone out of that elevator and onto the roof yet?
Give me a coordination check and we'll see.
Ouch.
You've got it about half empty.
Alright.
Just as quickly as you can, where you're standing on the support next to the motor, you're reaching down and grabbing them and then you're kind of tossing them up to the roof.
Yeah.
Because, it's only a few feet from where you're standing up onto the roof, so. It's not the most dignified way, maybe, but it's the quickest way you can think to get them out. And, once a couple of them land up there, they start helping catch the others, so. So the speed you're going, next round, you will have emptied it.
Awesome.
Have I gotten the ship here yet? With the one person I don't have ghosting right now. Because as soon as we were able to get in where the main cameras didn't see, I told you I was starting the engine up.
That's right. Give me a piloting roll.
That's just going to be a D6 for me, isn't it?
Plus your coordination.
Okay, it'll be a coordination roll. Got it. Oof.
Well, you only had to beat a 4, though. I only rolled a 2, so.
Alright, then. An invisible ship is coming up to the roof.
You're a little wobbly, you're not a professional pilot.
But I just need it backed up and close enough where jumps can happen. I'm not trying to land it on the roof.
Yeah, you're not 100% certain the roof would be sturdy enough to hold it.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're coming in close to the roof. The people on the roof are looking around because they hear it. And then they start pointing because once it gets so close to you, you see that kind of predator effect on it. It's not complete invisibility. It's more of a obfuscation kind of thing.
Yeah. And open the bay door. Well, it's not my turn, but I'll wait till my turn for the open the bay door, and unit will tell them this is our escape route.
Yeah. When your next round comes up, the door will open and you can say whatever.
Alright.
Alright, back to the brawler. Number 4, as you've already referred to. Anna, give me a coordination as he attempts to sweep your feet out from under you. And he fails. He's in a boxing pose, and all of a sudden he tries to do a foot sweep, and you just kind of hop over his leg as it swings through.
You guys are just having a bad day, aren't you?
What was that?
Just having a bad day.
I'm going to show you a bad day. Alright.
And now that poor security guard.
Well, no, so
Oh, sorry.
blue mask chick. Like that, you saw her come down the stairs when the guy hollered for her to take point. She steps past him, and she's just been standing there. And continues to stand there. I mean, she looks alert. She's watching what's going on. She doesn't seem to be doing anything. And then then it's the security guard. Zach, give me a roll for your whipping.
Ah!
I suspect the security guard is not going anywhere.
He's having a shitty day.
And then we are back to lunch.
So the elevator still isn't unloaded, correct?
Correct.
I'm going to hit the not a baseball cap guy.
Okay.
I can't remember what I did for that last time. It was
Prowess.
Prowess, yes. Wait, what prowess is higher than that? It's a 5.
But you're all
I'm
one.
looking at yours.
Finally, the ones that returned to Anna.
It's
So you
alright,
go take
as
a
long
swing
as
at him.
nobody-
He does kind of catches him in his forearm, brushes it to the side. Impulse standing next to this fight. Yeah, it looks like two skilled fighters going at it. They're not always landing blows.
Yeah. Two people can be fighting the ever crap out of each other, not actually hit.
But both of them have laid some licks on each other. But
Yeah. I know, I had to heal some off of launch. 'Cause I'm a hero.
you keep rubbing that in like they care.
He's so proud.
Oh, it's not if they care. I care. 'Cause they think they're better than me.
Do they? Alright, let's see. Blue-haired chick. As he finishes up, blocking Anna's shot, he shouts back behind you. Grab her already, too? This is taking too long. And Anna, give me a coordination, and she's trying to grab you again.
God, I'm just getting all the love today. And there's all my ones again.
And you still beat it.
You still beat it.
Not all the ones are yours. Again, you start feeling that pressure, It's like when you start to feel the pressure build up around you, it's like you can move out of that area. And it's like you can pass through without any trouble, and it hasn't managed to grab you. She literally is sitting there and just kind of stomps a foot. Leaving you all with the idea that she is probably not the most experienced person on their team. Impulse.
Impulse go. Number 2, I apologize to you specifically as they are going to blame you for all of their failures for this.
What?
And I pop a shot at the dude that's fighting launch.
You said you're shooting?
Yep, I'm gonna pop a shot on him.
Alright, that is a major success, I believe.
But really the only place he has to go physically is further in the wall.
Yeah, it's not actually going to do much to him.
So 5 damage to him.
Alright, that's 5 damage. Minus his padding. He's looking a little woozy. He's still got some fight in him, but he ain't in great shape.
And at the ship, the bay door in the back opens. Unit is out there, and explains, "This is our escape route."
They recognize the voice, so the folks on the roof start piling into the ship. Your guy up here.
Well, Unit is no longer in the sub basement. He'll be on the actual roof.
Okay.
Because he's the one. Because I have to have Skywatch piloting, and Skywatch was watching the main monitor room for the upper levels, and I have to have Unit to talk to them.
Okay, gotcha.
So I guess I'll move them both up to the first floor, 22. Keep it simple.
Yeah, that's fine. It's a good marking of where they're at. So have you still got somebody in the security room?
The main security room?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Because the only two cameras that would be watching what's going on in here are still being covered.
Yeah. Alright, so that's you. Let's see. Blonde guy. He's really only got a good shot at Anna. So that'll be a coordination from you. Yay, he scores a hit. It ain't much of a hit, but he hits. So that is 4 points of damage from his laser beam. Recluse.
Okay, so everybody's out of the elevator.
Yes,
Right.
you have just chucked the last person up top.
Okay, I'm very quickly going to lower the elevator back down the shaft, pop out the door, and just scream, "Time to go! Time to go! Time to go!" and grab the last two people.
Yeah, the last 2, 3, however many it was, the last few people climb on right quick.
Yeah. And
Now there's plenty of room for the rest of your team if they want to evacuate.
yeah. Do you guys want to bail right now, or are you just going to try and hold these guys off until I get these last few people out of here?
Unit?
Unit. Alright. Unit can see all the people on the roof, correct?
Correct.
There are no enemies currently on the roof.
Not yet.
Impulse will go ahead and say, "Yeah, Launch, get on out of here. I'll keep whipping on these kids."
She looks at him puzzled and confused.
I got the
Can't keep
babysit.
track of y'all's powers.
I got the babysit system. All of us do. I actually get injured. I pop out.
Ah,
They don't have
he's
anything
out.
blocking teleportation.
Bloop.
Alright, if Lunch's in here, I'm just going to shove two people into her arm and just say, "Go, go, 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 go,
We
go!"
still have to wait for Launch's turn for Launch to move, don't we?
Damn it.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
Recluse can hold his action of lifting until she gets in the shaft, but
Yeah.
Okay.
we still gotta dodge 2 attacks.
He says.
I dodged 1 bullet. Calm down.
Alright.
I don't have super dodgy legs like some people.
Number 4 takes an attack. Again, he's just, he's swinging at Launch again. That'd be your prowess.
I don't know why I can't keep that straight, because I always want to say coordination. I don't know why. I guess it makes sense in my head. Where it doesn't count.
Alright, so that's a 7. He got an 8. Alright, so he lands a blow. And he has got a strength of 6. or whatever that sparkling energy around him is rank 6. So it is 6 points of damage. But I think you had been healed back up to full, hadn't you?
Yeah, if she'd, because I think Launch had only taken 6. I healed 6.
Okay, and then I took 4 points of damage from I forget who.
The laser blast. I forgot about that one. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm at 6 right now. So now I'm at 0.
Okay. So he catches you up under the chin. Impulse sees Launch kind of fall back. Dazed onto the ground. Her opponent, number 4. When she drops, you see him throw his hands up in the air. Finally! But he's breathing heavy. He's like he's been through a fight. And then he kind of steps over her, gets in front of Impulse. When he moves, the blonde chick advances down. Kind of comes up even with him. But that's all she does. Zach, give me another roll for your webs as this poor guy tries to escape at least one more time.
Nope.
You can hear all kinds of swearing and cursing going on in the other room. What is this stuff?
Our dogs are having bad dreams.
They're dreaming of squirrels, and the squirrels keep getting away. Now, back to the top of the order. Launch is currently unconscious.
Crap.
Yes, Zach. Did you play them elevator music on the way up?
The blue-haired chick runs down, gets right behind the blonde, and does that little grasping motion of hers at Impulse.
Yay. So it will be a prowess or coordination.
I was having her launch roll coordination for it.
Alright. Will my martial arts help at all in avoiding this?
Yeah, go ahead and give you yourself a bump for that.
It's a match.
Which means she does not get a good grip on you.
Julio.
Given your background and your knowledge, you realize right away she's some kind of telekinetic.
Yeah.
And given that she could spot an astral projector, that may not be the only mental ability she's got.
Some kind of extrasensory as well.
Yeah. And then it's Impulse's turn.
I'll go ahead and heal Launch.
Bloop. And you can give her another 6.
Yep. Before I have to start making rolls to make sure it happens.
Yeah, okay. All right, Launch. You got 6 hit points again, or stamina.
What the fuck just happened?
Bad things. Pretty bad.
The guy you were fighting was like, I cleaned your clock.
God damn.
Impulse goes, and then I got. No, never mind. Not gonna say that. Recluse, we need a heavy hitter in here.
Clearly I'll do.
We're outnumbered 2-4. I'm not used to this on.
Let's see. Blonde guy. strategically, what's the best move for him to make? He slips down past the blue-haired lady. And basically gets on the ground behind the, he's on the floor level that y'all are on now, standing behind the brawler guy, or behind number 4. And takes a pot shot at Impulse. Because what good does it do to put people down if they've got somebody who can just get them back up? Let's see, blonde dude, 5. And this is coordination because he's trying to shoot you.
Does my martial...
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. That's just going to be hand-to-hand stuff.
The telekinesis, it's a little iffy which way it would count.
Yeah. But it's something that's trying to physically grip me. And martial arts does
She's
handle
doing it at
escape
range,
grips.
but, you know.
Yeah. Ha!
You discuss
I am a mobile man.
So yeah, he goes to shoot you, and you kind of slide, so you're between, so you put his teammate between you and him, so he can't get a good clear shot on you, and winds up missing. Recluse, you're up.
All right, so after I get the last 2 people up to the roof, I drop back down to the shaft.
Okay.
Just fall straight down, and I come barreling out.
Alright. Am I able to get a word in?
Sure.
Grab, launch, and go.
And I do just that.
No, I gotta finish this! I point at that guy, knocked me out.
We're outnumbered, and there's probably more on the way. Come on, let's go!
It was already finished. He won. Leave.
Just take the L and go home. No. Are you actively fighting against Recluse grabbing you?
No.
So I'm picturing the big spider guy with the woman in silver thrown over his shoulder, running to the elevator.
She does not look happy though.
The last thing number 4 sees is her pointing at him like the evil monkey from Family Guy.
Basically.
Alright. So you get back to the elevator, you run out, you get her, you get back to the elevator shaft. Next up is number 4.
Hey, what's up, champ?
He just smiles at you and goes in.
Yep. I'll put him up. He's gonna knock me out in one punch, but let's do this.
So let's see how good you are. He's like, you're fast on your feet. Let's see what you can really do.
My martial arts better count on this.
Yes, this is definitely straight up martial arts. Alright. You duck and weave and get out of his way. Blonde lady again, the woman in the blue mask, just stands there. One last time. Zach, give me a roll for your whipping.
He does not break out of.
No.
Uh,
But he's tired himself out. He may be about to give up. And just wait for somebody to come cut him out of this stuff.
He's a tuckered out little security guard.
I'd feel bad for him if he wasn't, Violating human rights left and right.
Alright, top of the order. It is now launch.
The elevator crew. Quick, launch. Change who's carrying who and jump.
I'm still pissed I'm leaving.
So you're just gonna mope in the elevator shaft?
I figured he still had me slung over his shoulder.
I mean, I can put you down so you can jump if you want me to.
So you're just gonna stand here. Fine, I squirm and shove off his shoulder.
Or do you need help?
No, I'm good. You go. Get people onto that ship as fast as you
Okay,
can.
and that's what I'm gonna go do.
Alright, so you get to the roof and you start ushering the last few people onto the ship.
I'm still not happy. But I usher people unhappily onto the ship. Launch is a sore loser.
It was 4-on-1, calm down.
Doesn't matter.
Well, 4-on-1 and 1/6, but still. Alright, so number 2.
Yes. She moves past the blonde lady. As she steps past her, there's a ripple in the air.
Oh, swordfish.
And, where she'd been making these kind of grabbing motions to you, and to launch prior to that, she kind of half flanks you and she makes a shoving motion. It's still a coordination roll.
But this one is less of a grip and more of a block, so I'd consider martial arts not being helpful for this one.
Now, this is basically her trying to mentally shove you. She's
Yeah.
blasting you, essentially.
It's just a hit at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, this is just an attack.
Haha!
You have faced opponents like her before. While her powers are mental, she is clearly used to making gestures.
And that really gives it away.
It telegraphs what she's doing, and it kind of gives you an idea of kind of where it's going to be emanating from, so you're able to kind of drop back. You know, it hits this little, you hear an impact as it hits this piece of wall over here. So yeah, there was force behind it, but. And then it's your turn.
And they've both gotten to the roof, correct? Recluse and launch, or just launch?
Just launch at this point. He is still standing at the bottom of the elevator shaft.
Alright. You know what? You four have been good sports. I surrender.
From the elevator shaft, you hear, "What?"
I will allow the four of you to take me in.
The brawler guy, number 4, right in front of you, looks a little confused. Do we do that?
Well, if you don't, you're just murderers, and that's evil. Weird.
Behind him, you hear the blonde guy who seems to be the boss. Kind of go, All right, lay down on the ground.
I kick back in my most relaxing, chillin' summer pose. And he shoots me.
No, he actually pulls some restraints out.
Oh, that's nice.
Because you see he's got the full kind of cop utility belt kind of thing
I say, do you want them in front or behind?
behind.
I roll to my stomach and put my hands behind my back.
He clips them on. And he gestures for everybody else to, he kind of makes this little hand motion for the rest of the guys. Recluse, you're up.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. What the hell is your plan here, Tarky?
I've already told you guys. I can teleport out.
All right. Okay.
At any
So
point,
he's just
I can leave.
basically a distraction right now.
I'm just fucking with them.
All right. Yeah, Recluse is just gonna climb up the elevator shaft. I'm gonna be dragging the elevator behind me on a web line, right until I get to the top, and then I'm just gonna let it drop.
All right. Alright, then it's the Brawler's turn. Alright, he runs past Impulse. Again, when he walks past where the blonde lady, when he kind of moves past her, there's a ripple in the air right there. He is just about to step into the shaft when the elevator comes crashing down. Recluse, from down to the bottom, you hear a, "Oh, damn!" And then he kind of he's kind of looking around the wreckage of the elevator up at you.
I flip him off.
I lay on the floor. Yeah, that's the guy I didn't want to have fight you guys, because he'd kill you. He'd just beat you. It wouldn't have been fair.
The blue hair chick kind of looks at you. He really eats people? He seems so nice on the TV.
Yeah, and y'all seem nice. You're not being evil, racist murderers. Also, no, he doesn't eat people. He does eat a lot of sugar, though. I really need to regulate his intake.
I like how you're kind of describing him like Impulse's pet.
Down from up above and away in the elevator down there. I was like, oh, he ate other bugs.
Alright, the blonde woman goes. She just goes walking past you. There's a ripple in the air, kind of from where she was standing, kind of across the room. It's like, you see that kind of ripple effect, and then she just kind of goes walking past you. Not in a full out run, but moving quickly. She heard the crash. She's running to see what's going on. You hear her call back. All the cells are empty.
No, really?
Then it's the security guard's turn. Hey! Hey! Come in here and cut me loose! Because when she shouted, he recognized the voice.
Do I need to give another webbing roll, or is he done trying that?
He's not struggling at this point. He's like, oh, there's backup down here. All right, they can just cut me out. Alright, then we're up to lunch. And at this point, everybody should be on the roof.
And on the ship?
Yes. Hopefully.
Yes. Pretty much everybody's loaded up on the ship at this point.
And Recluse.
I assume I'm on the ship.
Oh, yeah. He can move that far, so.
Okay, so we're all ready to go.
Yeah, you've got
Let's go.
20-something free prisoners, a couple of unconscious U.N.I.S.O.N members from where they're all...
Well, there's only two unconscious.
You what now?
There's only two unconscious.
Okay.
And
I
they'd be in,
briefly
like, a bunk room of some sort.
consider finding some kind of weapons on the ship and see if I can blast the facility.
Whoa, whoa!
Oh, yeah, that's...
U.N.I.S.O.N members are going, whoa, 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 no.
But I thought he could teleport.
I'm just saying that moves this whole thing from a rescue mission to terrorism.
There was
Oh,
no
the gas
point.
leak.
No. U.N.I.S.O.N is strongly against murdering people when we have plenty of evidence.
Recluse just pulls her away from the control console, doesn't let go.
We
But I
were
have to
literally
beat his
just
ass.
people.
I have to get the last laugh.
I know, honey. I know you're mad. I know you're mad.
Don't call me honey. I'll start carrying raid on my person at all times.
That's a hate crime, but yeah, we just need to go get out as fast as we can.
Then why are we still here?
Alright, so you guys are driving off.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so you shut the door and start taking off. Up in the cockpit area, or anybody that's looking out a window, which would basically be the guys in the cockpit area, give me an was it awareness?
Oh,
I
no.
certainly hope it's an awareness.
I'm still pissed I got beat.
Let's see. Yeah, awareness. I was blanking for a second on whether that was actually what stat was called or not. Alright, and the difficulty, you're some distance away. That's still a major success, though. As you're kind of lifting up from the, you hadn't landed on the roof, but you'd gotten down where the gangplank would basically have hit the roof. So you were down hovering real low. As you take up off the roof, you see several unmarked cars that have apparently, pulled up here to the front door. They don't take the time to park in the parking places. They just come screeching to a halt. People in suits are climbing out. Two of them look particularly familiar.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I'm sure you
still
remember who I'm
blowing
talking
up the facility plan.
about. What was that name?
So are we sure they can get out of there?
What? Who can get out of there?
The rest of U.N.I.S.O.N.
The Impulse? Yes,
Yes.
I'm sure Impulse can escape from this.
I just thought they had like some kind of mind thing going on, and God only knows what else they got in there.
That's true. That's true.
But
they,
yeah, you-
they have some wacky hijinks they can pull.
So who is piloting?
Skywatch was,
Okay.
but now our better pilot is here.
Well, whichever one of them it is Unit the better pilot?
Neither. I don't think either of us have a point in pilot.
Yeah, but you're acting like there's a difference, so you were acting like one of them was a better pilot.
No, I said launch is probably the better pilot.
Oh, I misheard you. My apologies.
Due to launch being a ship.
That makes sense.
She's not a very big
I know how
ship.
these
She's lost
work.
weight.
I have these.
I am these.
It's like asking a slug or a human how legs work. The human should probably know better.
Fair enough. But anyway, you're pretty certain two of the suited guys that get out are Agent Davis and Agent Tolliver, who you've encountered multiple times. The rest of the guys that get out rush into the building. Davis and Tolliver are looking up at the ship as it takes off. Because, like I said, you got, at close range, it's more of a predator effect. So,
Yeah.
and you're still low enough down that they can hear the ship, even if they can't get a good look at it. All right, down here in the basement. Zoom in a little bit. The blonde guy stays with you, or stays with Impulse. Everybody else moves in. They check all the cells, make sure they're actually empty. The blue-haired chick walks in and starts, picking the webbing apart to get that guy loose.
The trick is to twist it counterclockwise first.
There's a pause, and then you hear a call back. That's not doing anything.
Yeah, no, it's super strong. It really only matters if you can lift cars.
Richie could flip a car over at least. She might be able to lift one. But while that's going on, she's questioning him about, what happened. And, all he can really say is his cameras went black, and a second later his door kicked open, and the spider guy jumped in and, snotted all over him. And then he starts complaining about how lax the rest of the security in the building must be for them to be able to get down here like that. He immediately goes into pass the buck mode, is not my fault.
I mean, it's not really his fault.
No. But he just wants to make sure everybody knows that.
Yeah.
So Impulse is laying on the ground, arms cuffed behind his back. The blonde dude rolls you over where you're kind of facing up at him. Who sent you here?
Davy Boy and Bear. They wanted to test if you guys could even make a response.
Give me willpower for sure. Do you have any skills that would go into like bluff sort of stuff?
I have mental resistance, martial arts, and investigation.
Alright, just give me a willpower then. He doesn't have a real strong reaction when you say that, but you see his head kind of, you see a slight look of surprise just flash across his face before he kind of goes deadpan again. Clearly he was reacting to those names. I find it highly unlikely that anyone would hire. Oh no, see, no, because he would be acting like he didn't know the name. He goes, I don't know who you're talking about.
They're literally about to enter the building.
He gets on his radio, calls up to apparently the security desk. Is there anyone entering the building right now? And the guard's response is, I've got some of the black suits in the room with me now. Now he just kind of looks down at you, openly looking a little disturbed.
Sup, champ? You lost a 4-on-1 fight. They're gonna be pissed at you. Well, technically you won the fight, but you lost the objective.
He looks up into the room. Number 3, you're in charge. And then he heads up the stairs. Not as quick and spry as he probably usually is. He's kind of limping.
Well, this has been a fun test and all. Number 3, do you speak words? Preferably in English. I'm kind of meh at French.
Why would I speak French?
It's just the only other language I really know.
Oh, you just don't know it very well.
No. Well, anyway, it's been fun. It's not number 2's fault. I'm gonna go home now if that's alright by y'all.
She looks she looks confused for just a second, and then she kind of dives at you.
Okay, she dives on me. Why? I'm just kind of like that. Okay. That was weird. Why did you tackle me?
She starts patting down your armor like she's trying to find a way to get it open.
Ooh, this is a gross violation, and this is gross misconduct. Please stop.
You're not going anywhere. If you've got any kind of tech on you, I am taking it off.
Would not suggest trying to take off the babysit system.
The what?
Oh, that's gonna be a problem. He poofs out. I still have ghosts in the room to listen, but Impulse poofs out.
She just goes, ah! Kind of slams her hand on the ground, gets up, picks up the shackles that you left behind, gets on a radio and starts talking about what just happened.
This has been a fun day for Impulse. He lied to a dude enough he got embarrassed he's gonna lose his job. Let somebody tackle him. But yeah, I'm gonna be on until I see number 2 start squinting and looking for ghosts again. The cameras are back online, and if she starts squinting, I'm gonna poof out. But right now, I'm just gathering info.
She walks back out with the security guard. They start talking about how screwed they are, or how much of the blame may come down on them. The blonde chick suddenly looks up and looks over at the blue-haired woman who she refers to as number 3. Number 3, check and make sure the ghost isn't still around. And then you start seeing her kind of squint and look around.
Oh, and you hear 2 voices go, "Oh, that's just not fair," and then disappear.
Alright, so on the ship, you're headed back into town. Everybody on the ship is a little weirded out to be on a spaceship, truthfully. And of course, a little weirded out anytime they get too close to recluse. Even though you are a recognized figure, they're not,
I'm really weird looking.
yeah, they're not, it's not that they're like super terrified of you, but you look like a big spider. And nobody likes spiders. You fly back into town. What is your plans at this point?
Actually, I think at this point, we might need to get in touch with the mutant underground.
Okay, you have contact information for
Farsight?
Foresight, yeah.
Foresight.
Yeah, we give him a call.
He answers the phone. Hello, Recluse. I was expecting a call from you.
Hey, we got 20 people that need to vanish yesterday. Can we get a meeting arranged very, very quickly?
Have you got a method of transporting them?
We have a spaceship, yes.
Oh. Huh.
It's been a long couple months.
Can it be tracked while in the air?
It has stealth systems, so maybe on radar, but I don't think so.
Unit will look at the crowd quick. Did they do surgery on any of you in here?
A couple of them raised their hands. They said it was exploratory.
They could potentially have trackers in their bodies.
They look very disturbed when you tell them that.
Yeah, they're evil scientists. They do evil scientist things. I sincerely apologize for the horrors that may have happened to you.
I passed that along to Foresight.
He gives you some GPS coordinates. He goes, this is an abandoned farm. It's a big field. Land there. I can have somebody there with equipment to pick up any kind of bugs they might have, tracking devices they might have put on them.
All right. We'll see you there.
All right.
And just give launch the coordinates.
All right. Y'all fly out. and it's in the next state. The position he gives you. You fly out. Sure enough, it's an empty field. Shortly after you land, a pickup truck comes kind of bouncing through the field at you. A couple of guys get out. You know, they grab what looks like just big toolboxes. You know, nothing that looks suspicious, and start walking towards where you're landing, where you'd landed the ship. It's still stealth, but the grass has grown up, and it's clearly, you know, pushed down where you landed.
Yeah.
You know, one of them walks up. Hello in there?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and lower it and say hello back and
They
start
step around and
double
look.
checking
Okay.
everything.
Yeah, okay. I'm pretty sure you're the guys we were told to meet here. You know, opens this toolbox, pulls out these little gizmos. So who do we need to check?
Yeah. Ask everyone, you know, that's had a surgery. And explain to these guys, these are all the ones that know they've had a surgery done.
Well, I guess we'll just check everybody then. He starts checking with equipment. The other guy that comes, his eyes start to glow, and he's giving everybody a very thorough looking over. In the end, they don't find anything. They don't appear to have been bugged. Nothing seems to have been added or removed. They don't comment on any, you know, missing organs or anything. While this is going on, back at your office, who was staying in the office?
Overshield.
There's a very hard, firm knock on your door.
Well, this is gonna be fun. All right.
What do you do?
I give the young lady information on the escape route from my building, and go answer the door.
What was the escape route from your building?
I mean, I'm sure there's a fire escape.
Okay.
You know.
I was trying to remember if you had told me one time how you could get out of that place.
It's just there's an urban town, and my character is paranoid. I have an escape route.
Use this rope,
Paranoid.
shimmy down the outside wall. But okay, you got an office that had
A window of some sort.
yeah.
You know, double check, make sure there's no one there, and be ready. Overshield will quickly check who's on the outside, then pop back in.
It is 2 men in black suits.
Yeah, okay. You're gonna need to prep that escape route. There's gonna be dudes in black suits, because these are the guys we just broke into the building of.
How'd they find us?
They probably saw the suits and know that this man is the legal representative of our organization.
Should I try to go down to the ground or up on the roof? What if they're circling the building? I can't go back there.
That's fair. Alright.
So
So unit is telling the group this. Can we get how fast can we get the ship to the roof?
it's a state, or it's like a state away. It's going to be a little while. I mean,
We have
it flies fast, but
We got a spaceship that they took one and fly it faster than light, and you're like, it's gonna be a while.
1, you're in an atmosphere. 2, this is the shuttle you're on,
Yeah.
not the faster than light ship.
I would
take
have
that back. The
arguments.
other shuttles can go light speed. That's how
The
fast
other,
it is.
yeah, we gave them one of the
Fair enough.
identical.
You're in an
shuttles.
atmosphere. You can't use
Yeah.
the FTL drive.
It'd be a bad thing for the
Yeah.
planet.
Aerodynamics is a factor.
Yes, yes. But yeah,
You have another knock on the door. It's the FBI. Open up.
I give her the location of the closest police station to wait at.
Okay, okay.
Because they cannot legally take her out of a police station. They can keep her in holding in the police station. And that's all I can do.
Unless they had the
Also
proper
just-
warrants and stuff, I'll give you.
Right, while also distracting FBI agents.
Okay. She heads for whatever window you directed her to then.
And, the team knows that that's where she'll be. And she is to tell them U.N.I.S.O.N directed her here to be safe until, they can show up with her family. Or they can show up.
Okay. Alright, she heads off.
Overshield will, with, the little lock on the door, the little chain lock thing, pop it up and go. Yes, this is the office of Jordan Barain. He is currently out. I'm Overshield of U.N.I.S.O.N. How may I help you?
Where is Mr. Barain? And do you know the whereabouts of the rest of your team?
I mean, that's a big explanation, but vaguely, yes, I'd know where they'd be.
We'll need you to tell us where they're at. Can we come in? And, they hold up their IDs.
Oh, do you have a legally binding warrant?
We just need to speak with you.
We are currently speaking. This isn't my building. I can't really, give you complete access to it. It's not my house. I'm allowed to be in here for his protection, or protection of others, but this is more just a security thing to make sure people don't burn it down since they know he works for us.
Can you step out here and speak with us? And they step back from the door to give you room if you want to step out.
Yeah, I'll lock it and, step out, close the door, turn around.
Where is your
Yes,
team?
sir.
Where are your teammates at? And are you aware of what they have been up to in the last day?
I was told to watch the building while they did a mission, so no. I've not been informed of their particular activities.
Are you currently in contact with them, or can you contact them?
Yes, I can contact them. But, may I ask what is going on?
There was a disturbance at a research facility that we were investigating. Witnesses place at least one member of your team there. Along with members of a team known as the Unknowns.
Oh, that sounds like a lot of trouble, and I'm kind of glad I got stuck here.
Indeed.
All right, so I can call them and see what they did.
Please do.
Touches the ear. Hey, unit. What's happened? And why are FBI agents asking to speak to me? Taps ear again. What? 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 I'm sorry. They're currently in space.
They both look startled. What?
They've been fighting space pirates. I'm kind of mad now. I knew they went up in a ship earlier. I didn't know they were still fighting space pirates.
They have access to a ship?
Yes, if you talk to the warden of, and I give the prison, they went up in a ship to capture the pirates that had orchestrated a breakout.
One of the FBI agents starts nodding his head like, oh, yeah.
We left one member down for, office security because that's kind of our agreement with Mr. Barain.
We're going to need you to come with us for some further questioning. Oh, and he looks over at his partner. His partner pulls out. And have you seen this woman? And it's the picture of the young lady.
You showing me a picture of a kid. What's a kid done?
She's involved in the investigation.
I'm sorry, can I see your badges again?
He holds out his badge.
Yeah, look at it. I have, someone write down. I have another member from Unison writing down the numbers. Okay, thanks. Hey, database? Can you run 3 numbers for me real quick?
Well, there's only two. There's only two FBI agents here.
Oh, I know.
Oh, okay.
Look, everyone in Unison enjoys fucking with people. Okay. I'm sorry, sirs. Can you follow me to, and I give a different police station's name. Can you please follow me there?
Why do we need to go to a police station?
Because your numbers are not checking out in the federal database.
They both kind of go. They look at each other and they draw their guns.
Oh, what, guys? Come on!
And we're gonna wrap right there for today.
And this is how lying gets you the truth.
I should probably
Because-
make you make will say or will roll contests, but yours is pretty high. So we'll wrap there for today. One member of Unison is currently having guns pulled on him. A young woman is escaping his office to try and get to the police station, and the rest of the team is out of state.
That is a really good cliffhanger.
Well, the rest of the team minus the Mighty Myrmidon,
Yeah.
as he has been out of contact for the day. So I hope everybody had a good time
Yeah, it was a blast.
Yeah.
plotting their break in.
Our heist.
The
Launch
body
now has her a nemesis that she wants to track down.
Not baseball cap man.
Also known as number 4. Look him up in the phone book when I get home.
But you don't know whether to look him up under the numeral or under F's.
I think I'm gonna start with the Roman numerals first.
She's gonna go through the phone book. There's a 4. Drives to their address and punches them. But she finds the right one.
She's gonna beat up a whole bunch of, Robert the Fourths.
Just because they have a 4 attached to their name.
Has anybody ever seen Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back?
Uh-huh.
At the end, when they've got their money and they're going around to everybody that insulted them online, tracking them down to their houses and beating them up. Knocking out priests, roundhouse kicking children.
Oh, God.
Basically what Lunch's weekend is gonna be like.
So Launch is gonna be on the news here soon for numerous assaults.
Random pummelings. Alright, so we will start up here on the 23rd. Everybody said they can make the 23rd without any trouble. So everybody gets a accomplishment for today. Which brings the total up to 14. I've got Unison at 2, Recluse at 2, Launch at 10 now, and Myrmidon at 4. If I've been keeping up with it properly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I also have myself at 2.
Because I think we basically sorted that out pretty well last time. So. I'm trying to keep a good handle on it now. Did nobody notice a similarity in the research facility?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it looked a lot like the one Steel.
I mean, it was the
Tech place.
same one.
It is
I don't
not
think it
the
was
same
the
map.
same one.
It is not
But
the
it's-
same map.
Okay.
The circular area in the center is very similar,
They had the same engineer.
but where this one kind of the front of it is kind of does kind of that number. The front of the other one was straight across, but you still had that kind of semicircle.
He's feeding our paranoia. Against
Yeah.
I think the maps were designed by the same person, more than likely.
Yeah.
But if any of your characters stop to think about it, they'll notice the similarity in the architecture. But how many companies are there that go around building research labs? So
Yeah.
it may just be the same construction company. Just something.
I
to think about.
imagine it's
But
kind of
I'm
like
sure
going
you'll have
through a
forgotten it in 2 weeks
subdivision.
anyway.
Okay, guys, I for real have to go.
Yeah, same here.
Well, I figured
It's
y'all
been a
had the same
blast
house.
though.
Yeah.
All right, thank you for playing, and I'll see you next time then.
Have a good night.